ॐ अजाय नमः। ॐ अव्ययाय नमः। ॐ अविनाशिने नमः। ॐ अचिन्त्याय नमः। ॐ अप्रमेयाय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनिकेताय नमः। ॐ अनुशासनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ अन्तःसाक्षिणे नमः। ॐ अन्तर्यामिने नमः। ॐ आनन्दाय नमः। ॐ आत्मस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ आङ्ग्लभाषाविदुत्तमाय नमः। ॐ ईश्वराय नमः। ॐ उदारहृदयाय नमः। ॐ उत्साहवर्धकाय नमः। ॐ एकस्मै नमः। ॐ ओंकारविदे नमः। ॐ करुणासागराय नमः। ॐ कर्मपरायणाय नमः। ॐ कालातीताय नमः। ॐ कैवल्यस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ कृतात्मने नमः। ॐ कृतकृत्याय नमः। ॐ गीताज्ञानयज्ञप्रचारकाय नमः। ॐ गुरवे नमः। ॐ गुणातीताय नमः। ॐ ग्रन्थकृते नमः। ॐ चिन्मयाय नमः। ॐ छिन्नसंशयाय नमः। ॐ जगदात्मने नमः। ॐ जगत्साक्षिणे नमः। ॐ जनप्रियाय नमः। ॐ जितेन्द्रियाय नमः। ॐ जीवब्रह्मैक्यविदे नमः। ॐ जीवन्मुक्ताय नमः। ॐ जीर्णमन्दिरोद्धारकाय नमः। ॐ तपोवनशिष्याय नमः। ॐ तपस्विने नमः। ॐ तापनाशनाय नमः। ॐ तीर्थस्वरूपाय नमः। ॐ तेजस्विने नमः। ॐ देहातीताय नमः। ॐ द्वन्द्वातीताय नमः। ॐ दृढनिश्चयाय नमः। ॐ धर्मसंस्थापकाय नमः। ॐ धीमते नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। ॐ धैर्यप्रदाय नमः। ॐ नारायणाय नमः। ॐ निजानन्दाय नमः। ॐ निरपेक्षाय नमः। ॐ निःस्पृहाय नमः। ॐ निरुपमाय नमः। ॐ निर्विकल्पाय नमः। ॐ नित्याय नमः। ॐ निरञ्जनाय नमः। ॐ परमाय नमः। ॐ परब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पावनाय नमः। ॐ पावकाय नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ प्रसन्नात्मने नमः। ॐ बलाशक्तिरहिताय नमः। ॐ बहुमताय नमः। ॐ बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मनिष्ठाय नमः। ॐ ब्रह्मपराय नमः। ॐ भयनाशनाय नमः। ॐ भारतगौरवाय नमः। ॐ भूम्ने नमः। ॐ महावाक्योपदेशकाय नमः। ॐ महर्षये नमः। ॐ मधुरस्वभावाय नमः। ॐ मनोहराय नमः। ॐ महात्मने नमः। ॐ मेधाविने नमः। ॐ यतात्मने नमः। ॐ यज्ञकृते नमः। ॐ लोकप्रसिद्धाय नमः। ॐ वाग्मिने नमः। ॐ विभवे नमः। ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः। ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः। ॐ वीतरागाय नमः। ॐ वेद Satvaya Namah. Om Shrudiparagaya Namah. Om Shrotriyaya Namah. Om Sannyasine Namah. Om Samabuddhaye Namah. Om Satchidanandaya Namah. Om Sarvahita Chintakaya Namah. Om Satya Sankalpaya Namah. Om Santushaya Namah. Om Sadave Namah. Om Sumanase Namah. Om Suhrude Namah. Om Swayam Jyotishe Namah. Om Sthita Prajnaya Namah. Om Shamashilaya Namah. Om Jnanamurtaye Namah. Om Jnana Yogine Namah. Om Jnana Triptaya Namah. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namah. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namah. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namah. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namah. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namah. Today, first of all, thanks to the hosts. It's too far away from me. For hosting this program in UP land. UP land. Little better. Yesterday we had the 75th name, that was Manoharaya Namah. And today we are doing 76th. Very beautiful name, Mahaatmane. Mahaatmane. Please switch off the phone. Mahan Atma Yasya Saha Sa Mahatma. The word Atman is coined in Vedanta to indicate God's presence in all of us. There are many religions, and not all religions have God philosophy. Some of the religions have only rituals and no philosophy behind it. Whereas Hinduism is built on philosophy, and the practice of philosophy is what is called religion. It is like science and technology. Science comes first, technology comes later. You understand some phenomena after observation, analysis, classification, and documentation. That's called the science. You look at a phenomena, try to understand why that is happening, how do you classify it, and then conclude it and document it. This is a science. Like for example, if there is a new disease or sickness is seen, first of all they start observing. What is it? What are the symptoms? Second, what is the cause? What causes what? On what conditions? Then they classify. It belongs to this category, viral, bacterial, the classification. Then conclusion. Okay, these are the conditions due to this reason, these are the symptoms, and this is how it is classification. Then documentation. So similarly, science is about coming to observe things and then coming to conclude it. Then they start working on how to make it available to people. Make it available for practical use. Only when the science become a practical use, become technology. Once the technology comes, it becomes commercial. that we all know. In the same way, the rishis of the past, they started observing human mind. As Gurudev would say, the Western world is about looking out into the world and understanding the world around, whereas the scientists of the life, the spiritual scientists, are of the same category of people or same caliber, but their interest is not in the world outside what they saw, the inner world of thoughts and emotions and feelings and intentions and desires. And they also observed themselves very carefully. Why do I have this thought? What is a feeling? What is an emotion? What is a thought? What is anger? What is lust? What is passion? What is greed? What is nobility? What is non-violence? What is violence? What is joy? What is sorrow? What is likes? What is dislike? What is judgment? You know, it is equally a very phenomenal amount of information you need. And if you are angry, your anger has reason. My anger has got my own reason. Not both of us get angry on the same thing. And therefore, I have to find out a cause for my anger as much as you yourself independently has to work on why you are angry. I cannot say, I am angry about this, therefore you should also be angry about this. It's not necessarily. If I put a mango seed, a mango tree will come, whether I put it or you put it. Right? But that is not the case with human mind. The same cause cannot be causing the same effect. Therefore, the matter world is easily predictable. Whereas human mind can never be predicted. Therefore, individually, each one of us have to work on it. They can give only the guidance. The possibilities are this way. But you cannot conclusively say, X is there, therefore Y should be there. Not necessarily. And when they started analyzing the human mind by themselves, they realized there are certain things which are uncommon and there are few things which are common. The uncommon elements are thoughts, emotions, feelings, and anger, lust, passion, greed. We all have, but causes may be different, but their expressions are the same. When X is angry or A is angry or B is angry, anger is the same. The cause of the anger can be different. I am also greedy about something. You may also be greedy about something. Greed is same. Why you are greedy is different from why I am greedy. So then they realized that there is something other than all these things which is supporting all our emotions, feelings, thoughts and ambitions, desires and all phenomena. And that they understood as a common factor, common to all of us, in whose presence our mind works. We are able to see, hear, taste, smell, talk, walk, think, feel. And that they conclusively said is only one which is present in not only human beings, in all living beings. That's called Atman. It's like various equipments that you use in your daily life. All are powered by same, what is it called? Water. No, electricity. Electricity is the same irrespective of the equipment that you use. Therefore, they have, Shankaracharya writes what is Atman very beautifully in Sanskrit. Yachapnodi yadadatte Yachapnodi yadadatte Yachati vishayan iha Yachasya santato bhavaha Tenatma iti parikirtitaha. Yachapnodi yadadatte. that which takes, that which gives, that which eats everything, that which is, and that is Atma. Now, when you eat every day, 3 times a day, not once a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. May I ask you this question? For what are you eating? Why are you eating? Yes. To stay alive. Where exactly it is? You say stay alive. Alive of what? Body, right? So physical body, to survive, I get hunger, thirst, etc. And say, even without hunger also I eat. Going and coming, cookie. That is not for life sustaining. So, that which takes, that which gives, that which eats, for whose sake? Now you say, I am eating for the body, actually you are not. You are eating for life in the body. Correct or not? Do you feed a dead body? That is also body only. When you are watering a plant, plant is being watered because it is alive. If there is a plastic plant anywhere, you get? No, you don't. Do you water that? That also should grow. That also should flower. No, it won't. You know it is not alive. So whom are you feeding? What is taking that what you give? What is that which consumes what you give? It is a life in this physical body. Right? And you cannot see where it is. Can you? Where exactly life is present in your body? The place where it operates from, you know. Operates through, like brain or heart, whatever you say. But you cannot locate it. Here is where exactly the life is. Even in a plant, you take the whole tree. Where exactly is the life is present? In the root or in the leaf? Or in the branch? Or in the twig? Where is it? Santato bhava. It is. So that thing which is, due to which my body is able to sustain, and to sustain the physical body, I eat. Even the mother who is pregnant eats the food. A part of the food goes to the child which is growing. The physical body of the child is growing, but the child cannot grow physically unless it is alive. Nothing grows without life being there. A dead body's hand will not grow nails. Hair will not grow. Why? Not alive. Any growth, any change is possible only when there is life. But we don't know it. That very life, what we call it as a life, is that which is expressed through a matter. But it is not necessary that matter has to be there for that Atman to exist. Atman existing through the matter is called life. But when matter is removed, Atman continues to exist without expression. This very, like current is there, if you plug it in, the light will come. You don't plug it, still current is there. If you have doubt, you can put your hand and see. So the lamp does not prove that without the lamp, current cannot exist. That is not the correct argument. So therefore, the conclusion that they have arrived at is, there is asti iti tena atma iti parikita. That is what is called Atma. Okay, so the word understood, Atman, you understood what it is. Who is a Mahatma? Mahan Atma yasya saha. So first of all, many of us almost 99% of the population of human being would not even acknowledge the existence of Atman. Especially atheists. How much ever you tell them, I mean, they may say, I mean, many times they say there is nothing called God that exists. And they keep on arguing non-existence of God. Okay, let me ask you, I think I have asked this question to you before also. Shall we argue about the horns on my head? Do you think it exists? Let us argue about that, whether it exists or not. Can we? Yeah? Shall we?
Yes,
There is no purpose achieved by arguing yes or no on this. Why? Both of us know it doesn't exist. About that which does not exist, there is no need for argument. That which exists, but I see it, you don't see it, then we have an argument. Correct or not? If I ask you what is the time right now, don't look at looking at the watch. I say it is 10:40 and you say it is 10:45. Then there is an argument until we really see the watch, which is actually correct. So now if you want to ask what is the correct time, my watch shows it is 10:55. What does your watch show? You don't have a watch.
10:57.
Okay, 55 or 57. What is the correct time now?
57.
How do you know?
Because iPhone says.
Because my phone says, right? My phone says 55. See, finally what we have to do is, there must be an authority. Right? You can Google, what's the right now time? What is the right time? What is the time right now in India? So if you want to know, you just say, nowadays Google, so what is the right now the time in India? Whatever time. That is considered authority. So the phone has been tuned with the satellite or whatever, therefore that is the time you say that is the correct time. Your watch may be going faster or slow. So in thus arguing about whether there is or there is not, there must be a final authority which has to say this is and this is not. What is authority for existence of God then? Or not existence of the, let us say God, for example. So the religious people say, Bible says, Quran says, Ramayana says, Gita says, Vedas say. And the other side of the, we don't believe in those of documentation. Then, I don't believe in the existence of God because you say, Quran says, I don't need to believe. You say, Bible, I don't need to believe that. Vedas, who believes that? I don't. Why do you need to show me a book and they say, it says, and therefore it is true? So Vedanta says you don't need to refer to Gita or Ramayana or Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Do you exist? Huh? Aap hai ya nahi?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Any doubt you have any time? Do you ask anybody, do you exist? If you are asking that question, once a president of a country, not this country, so he went to a lunatic asylum. Huh? Crazy people exist. So, one of the inmates, he was jumping up and down. And he looked at him. Who are you? He asked. So the president was a little offended, of course. So, because he had all the, retinue of all his bodyguards, etc., wearing the official dress, and then somebody asked, who are you? I am the president of this country. So that man laughed and said, I also said the same thing when he came here. What is authority? Okay, if I ask you, you do exist, yes, prove. What is the authority on which you say that you exist? is authority? So, for everything else, you need an external documentation or an authority. For your own existence, what is the documentation or authority you need? Your answer would be, if somebody asks, do you exist or not? I say, I exist. What is authority? Because you exist. You know it. For your existence, you don't need any authority or external thing to prove it. So is also my existence. This very existence, santata bhavaha. This existence is what is referred as Atman. And the one who knows that the one Atman who exists is the same in all living beings. Sarva bhutastam atmanam, sarva bhutani cha atmani. In all living beings, this Atman is the same. All living being exists in Atman. Sarva bhuteshu, in all living beings, Atmanam, self. Sarva bhutani cha, and all living beings are in the self, meaning without which they cannot exist. Like all waves are water, all waves are in water, right? Correct or no? All waves are water, correct?
Yes.
All waves are in water, correct? Can the wave exist without the water? All waves are water, all waves are in water. Without waves, water exists. Correct or no?
That's true. Yes.
All beings, all self is in all beings. All beings are in the self. All beings are the self. This one one who knows and behaves in that way, that self in me is the self in all. Meaning I myself am in all beings. He is called a Mahatma. At the present moment, we see ourselves different from all others. My thoughts, my desires, my ambitions, my goal, me. Because of which we can't tolerate others, we cannot be compassionate to others, we cannot accept others, we see only what is wrong with the world, everybody, hatred, prejudice, everything comes because I don't see that oneness. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror and told yourself, I hate you? You may be very upset with yourself. But even if you stand in front of the mirror and say, I hate you, what do you see? That very reflection says, I hate you. Now, you may even say that I hate you, but after some time say, actually I love you. So one who is able to see himself in all with the least perception of differences. Not that he would not see differences. Obviously when he opens the eyes and see that yes, I am not that person, I am not that body, I am not that form, I am not belong to the same religion here she belongs to, I am not the same color of the skin which he or he has, I am not the same race. All those things will be there crossing through his mind, but in spite of the fact that the other person look different, thinks different, etc., still I am. The one who has this vision, bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapatyate vasudeva sarvamidhi sa mahatma sudurlabha. Very difficult to have such a person amidst us, to who has this vision. And this realization of oneness comes after many lives of thinking about it. So when the Mahatmas are there, if at all you have met with any great soul of like that kind of person, it's not happened yesterday or day before. It happened over many lives of thinking. That's why we say blessed souls. All of us, if are blessed only, at different degrees of, evolution we are all in. Just because yesterday a child is born, it is less evolved. Please do not come to that conclusion. Just because another person is 90-year-old, he is more evolved. Not necessarily. A 90-year-old can be more worldly than a person who is 20-year-old. You can never come to conclusion a 20-year-old is, less evolved than a 90-year-old, or a 90-year-old person is will be less materialistic than a 20-year-old. No, not necessarily. Let us say that you are going from here to New York, and there is a stopover at, let us say, somewhere. Where is the stopover? Dallas. So when you reach Dallas, there were other people who came in another airlines who are also going to take the same flight as yours from Dallas to New York. They have arrived maybe half an hour earlier. But finally you are going to take off from Dallas together only to New York. Because they have arrived earlier, or you have arrived early and another flight is coming later than you, both of them are going to take. Because you arrived earlier and they came later, they are poor souls. Not poor souls. So, many lives of contemplation and meditation has made an individual realize, Krishna says, that Vasudeva is all. Such an individual is a Mahaatmane. Bahunam Janmanam Ante. Ante at the end. In Telugu mein Ante means what? Yes, Ante. That's it. Huh? That's it. Ante. Not here in Sanskrit, Ante means at the end. Ante, as you write in A-N-T-E. End. Bahunam Janmanam. After many lives, at the end of many lives, Jnanavan, one who has knowledge, Mam, me, Prapatyante, surrender. What is a surrender? Sarvam Vasudeva iti. Nothing other than Bhagavan is there everywhere. Such a person is called Maha. Now, next question is, how do we identify a Mahatma? Does Mahatmas write as their adjective? Mahatma so-and-so. Is it something which is given to them as a, what do you call that? Like a title or honor given by some university? Henceforth, so-and-so will be called Mahatma. Like they used to give, barrister or whatever, Sir, Doctor. Is it a PhD program? Mahatma PhD program. If you do this permanent head damage, it's called Mahatma. It's not like that. How do you identify a Mahatma? Is it some title given by somebody? Or he himself declares himself to be one? How? Krishna himself answers. See, Gita is such a beautiful text. He puts a word and he will explain it in some other place. He says in another place, Mahatmanastu mam partha deivim prakriti mashritaha bhajanti ananya manasaha Jnatva bhutadim avyayam. Mahatma are those who have Daivi Prakriti. Mahatmanastu mam partha Daivim Prakriti mashritaha. Daivi Prakriti. Daivi Prakriti means divine qualities. Those who have divine qualities, they are called Mahatmas. And they worship me with no other thing in their mind. I, the imperishable one. Now, interestingly, what is Devi Prakriti? Next question. He explains it somewhere else. That's the beauty of Gita. He would not explain that. Somewhere else you have to go and check where it is. Now, Prakriti means nature. We all have certain inborn qualities. And this is explained again in another chapter, Daivi and Asuri Prakriti. Divine and devil qualities. And interestingly, in that particular chapter, first 3 verses is only about divine qualities. Rest of them are all devil qualities. Because we become very familiar with this. We all know what are devil qualities. Because nowhere you need to go, stand in front of the mirror, you will see one there. What are the devilish qualities? You know what is devil? I told you that. Who is a devil? Who lived life wrongly. Lived. Opposite of that? Who is evil? Who is not living his life correctly. Live. EVIN. Who is evil? Who is against life. So, who is then divine? What are the divine qualities? See, when divine qualities are explained by Bhagavan Krishna, it is not for us to judge others. These are the divine qualities. None of this my husband has. It is not for you to, whether it is about your son or daughter or a husband or wife or a neighbor or a brother-in-law. No need to refer to. It is for, it's like a mirror. It's called Gita, is like a darpan. A mirror, it is meant for you to see yourself. You take the mirror and show to others. Huh? Come on, see all of you. Mirror is used for me to see myself. In the same way, Gita says about the qualities, divine qualities, for us to check whether we have that at all. First of all, we should know what they are. So, first one I have explained to you what is Atman. Atman is Atman. Atman. That which is common in all beings, in whose presence alone everything else can be. Second, who is a Mahatma? Mahatma is one who has recognized that the very self which I am is the one which in all of them. And Krishna says this realization of that myself is the same in all happens after many lives of sadhana. And who is a Mahatma? One who has divine qualities. You are getting bored? You can go. You can go and play with your toys or something. No? Okay. Now, what are the qualities? Krishna gives 26 qualities. I may not have time to explain all of them. Let us see some of them. Abhayam sattva samshuddhihi, jnana yogya vyavastitihi, danam damascha yajnascha, swadhyaya tapa arjavam, ahimsa satyam akrodha, tyaga shantihi apaishunam, daya bhuteshu aloluptvam. How many are over? Mardavam hrira chapalam, teja kshama dhridi shaucham, na atimanita, bhavanti sampadam devim prakritim. These are all called Daivi Sampat. Let us see some of them, may not be able to look at all of them. First and foremost is, a Mahatma is one who has abhaya. Abhaya, no fear. Fearlessness is the hallmark of all Mahatmas. Fear comes only when I see difference. Isn't it? And you say, I am afraid about what? About my hand. You know why? I don't know. Sometimes it will hit me. About your hand I may be afraid, but not my hand. Huh? About me I have no fear. Some people say, don't talk to me like that. I am afraid I will get upset. Upset? Who is afraid of whom? I don't know whenever I get upset. So that means you yourself not sure about yourself. When you depart yourself from, then fear. In Upanishad it is said, Etasmin udaramantanam kurute atatasya bhayam bhavati. The moment you make a difference between yourself and yourself, there is a fear. Abhaya means no fear, and fearlessness can be only when you don't see no difference. You see no difference. American English, you don't see no difference. Huh? I don't want nothing. Double negative, you want something then. I don't want nothing. Correct? Actually what they mean is, I don't want anything. But here the way of saying is, I don't want nothing. So he doesn't see any difference at all. The moment I see the difference, obviously there is a fear that the other will potentially attack me. Not necessarily attack. For example, if I am transferred from here to some other country or some other place, I have a fear that I may lose things, right? What I am used to, what I am comfortable with, what I like will not be there anymore. So there is a fear of loss, fear of insecurity. Fear is always about something which is other than you. My health is, I am afraid of my health. Clearly, your health is not yours. The body itself is not yours. What about the health then? And that abhayatva or fearlessness is because sattva samshuddhi. The mind is pure. It is impurity which is causing the differences, is the one which causes fear. When the mind is clean and pure, a Mahatma's mind is clean because he doesn't seek anything from anyone. If I am expecting something from you, the possibility that you may not give. If I have expectations from anybody, then there is a fear of, will I get it or not? Huh? If I am expecting nothing from a person, I am not afraid of that person, or I am not even uncertain about that person. This is what is translated loosely. For example, if I have $1,000 in my hand and I am traveling somewhere, a place where a dollar, like in India, a dollar translates into 60, 65 rupees, etc. So when I have this money, it's a feeling of security, is it not? Oh, even if I'm lost, I can pay money and then get out of it. Or even if I'm stranded somewhere, I can pay the money and then make sure that even if I do not have food, I have money, I can go and buy food and eat. Even if I do not have a place to stay, I have money, I can go and pay money and then stay somewhere. Even if I have no transport, I can pay money, get a Uber and then go somewhere. So when money is translated as security, then you don't become afraid. That is there. Now that is different. Oh, then you are holding on to it. No, my money. Or if I am in the vicinity of people of whom I know. It's like when a child when it is playing with the neighbor one, and then they fought for something, immediately the child, what does it do? Why I told my mom? Why? I have the strength of support. Why the politicians are asking and coming and begging to you, please give me support. Why? I want to be strong and I need your support for that. They look for praja, people. So people are a strength. So whether it is wealth or people, or if you have done the right thing, then also there is feeling of strength. I did the right thing. Why should I be afraid? I told the correct truth only. Then why should I be afraid? But nobody assures your life. Nobody assures you immortality. Okay? That's why when you chant, na karmana, na prajaya, na dhanena amrutatva. Then how? Because of what? Tyagena. Na karmana na prajaya dhanena tyagene ke amrutatva manashuhu. When I want nothing from anyone, then who can make me afraid of me? What? If I have people, I may lose it. If I have money, I may lose that. If I have done a karma, it may probably lead me to some punya or papa or some time. After that, that is also gone. But if I want nothing, then I am afraid of what? If I want something from you, I will try to please you. Correct or not? If I want nothing from you, why should I please you? That's why small children are very bold, Children, because they don't expect anything. And you may be whoever it be. But the child would not mind saying things right on your face. Why? He expects nothing from you. Mother would say, don't say anything to this uncle, he will give you chocolate. That thing is gone. So that child becomes prejudiced now. Why chocolate? He doesn't look at the uncle. Chocolate standing there. This uncle is going to give you a bike. Therefore, I have to be good to this person. One who wants nothing, why should I be afraid of anything? Abhaya. That's the first quality of a Mahatma. Sattva samshuddhi, because mind is so clean. And how does a person got a purity of mind? Jnana yoga vyavastitihi. He establishes himself in correct knowledge. I am Atma and everyone is. And there is no difference at all. So therefore, there is no hatred, there is no greed, there is no jealousy, there is no competition with anybody. There is no competing with you, I am better than you. No. This jnana yoga, this knowledge of oneness makes such a person remain unprejudiced with everything, anybody. No hatred, no love. No likes, no dislikes. So, abhayam sattva samshuddhihi jnana yoga vyavastitihi. And interestingly, because he wants nothing for himself, and he knows any kind of ownership, possession is only bondage. As you said, if I am only interested in holding on the money and then I am afraid every moment who will take it away. And if it is in the share market, my God. All the time on the TV. It's going up and coming down. Sensex. Correct? What is D. Jones? Dow Jones. I have no idea what they are. So a person who wants nothing for himself, anybody wants anything which he may have authority to give, he will give. Dana. So for him, dhanam is not an act to be performed. It is natural, spontaneous. Not even thinking. Dena hai, de do. It is difficult for others to understand this. Why you don't want to own anything? But I don't want to own anything. I never came with anything, therefore I don't want to own anything. Nothing is mine. So dhanam is not an act to be performed as a ritual or somebody told me to do so. Because intrinsically I seek nothing for myself. So why should I have it? Somebody can make a better use of this. We, on the other hand, what we do is, only when it becomes useless to us, we give to others. One lady said, I have these clothes, many of these clothes which I have used. Some of them I have not used also. Can we just give it to poor people? So the husband said, no need, just to throw it away. No, but somebody can use it. Some poor people can use it. And very clearly says, the poor people is not of your size. You want me to spell it out clearly to you? Dhanam, therefore, is not because it is useless to me. Or I have used it and it is waste. No. That's why the Upanishad is very clear, Shraddhya Adeyam, Ashraddhya Adeyam. Give with faith, don't give without faith. Shriya Adeyam, Hriya Adeyam, Bhya Adeyam, Samvita Adeyam. Give with joy, with a fear that may it be. I mean, the Lord has given me an opportunity to share. I wish and hope the other person is able to use this. So, dhanam, damaha, natural ability to control the senses without being monitored. Dhamma. We start, doing our dieting because doctor has warned us. Our heart itself has said that. More you eat, less I'll work. Therefore, we should do that. Or somebody is monitoring it. So our self-control is because, actually the word itself is wrong. It's not self-control. It's not controlling ourselves. Somebody else is controlling it. Damaha means one who understands that indulging in the senses are going to be a disturbance to me only. I don't need to be told. I know it. Dhanam damascha yajna. Yajna means offering to the Lord. That is called it. See, offering to people is called dhanam. Offering to God is called yajna. You don't give dhanam to Bhagavan. Bhagavan के लिए यज्ञ करना चाहिए. And for giving to people, that is called dana. Giving to gurus is called dakshina. The thing is the same, but why are you giving? Dhanam is given out of sympathy. Dakshina is given out of gratitude. Yajna is done out of devotion. There's a difference. Act of giving is the same, but why are you giving is different. Yajno Danam Tapaschaiva Pavanani Manishina. So, Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam Damascha Yajnascha. And see, even if a person is a Mahatma, one should never stop learning. A Mahatma is the best example of that. Our Gurudev is referred as Mahatma because he continuously engaged in study, reflection and distribution of knowledge. Never say, I know it. I am on the path. Knowledge is such a thing, it grows as you think more and more of it. There is no end for knowledge as I reached it. Therefore, it is said by our Guruji always says, self-improvement is always work in progress. You can never say, I have done it. You can never. Knowledge is not a thing that has an end. So, Swa-Adhyayanam, self-study. Continuous engagement in learning and more and more and more and more. The more you think, you understand more. It's not just reading a book and saying that I read the book, finished. It's not a story book. Even the story book like Hariputra, Harry Potter, how many times you keep on reading? Why are you reading? You know the story, why are you reading it again? They want to enjoy the characters. Whereas in this context of learning about oneself, there is no end at all. Why you behave in particular way, and if you start thinking about it, oh, now I understand. Next day you think about it more. Oh, I think this way. No, it's not that. This is that. But it helps you. Books like Upanishad etc. help you to think correctly. Swa-Adhyaya. And another interesting thing which we need to understand about a Mahatma is tapas. The tapas is where one tries to discipline oneself, not to torture, but to know that I can live without this. Like in our religious practices, when we do some kind of upavas in the form of a tapas only. It is you trying to find out how much you are dependent on that. Take those things away, will it stand or not? It is like a building is built and along with that they give supports. Right? Once the building has become strong, they remove the support to see whether it can stand on its own. It's like when you are first time when you are making your child walk or so, you take it by hand and then slowly, leave it. No, whether this fellow can walk by himself or not. Okay, no, he is not. His legs are not flexible or the muscles are not flexible enough to make the balance. Then again you go with the child and then that fellow slowly, then leave him. Will he stand on its own? He will do this kind of thing. And slowly after some time, when the muscles have been trained, then he can start walking. After that, start running. Sit down in one place. So in the same way, tapas is where you find out how much you are dependent on other things. You ask yourself, what are the things that you are depending on, absence of which you become miserable? Find out. If you have the habit of eating quickie every 2 hours, take it out and see what happens. You feel miserable? Yes. Then you are a cookie. You are what you eat only. You know, in computers also they have this cookie, right? Yeah. Correct or not? Yeah. So what it does is, what does that do? Keeps track of?
Stores the information.
Where you're going. So cookie is also there. Wherever you go, the cookie comes behind you. So tapas is the method of recognizing what you are depending upon, in the absence of which will you feel miserable. If you feel miserable, then you are not free. Tapas is not torture. Don't misunderstand that. Many people, in the stories are, oh, he did tapas for 100 years, 200 years, torturing himself. It's not a torture. It is a self-evaluation. Can I live without this? How many of you live without mobile phones? How many of you live without mobile phones? Raise your hand. You don't have one, don't worry. So look at yours, think about it, 15, 20 years back, were you not living? People ask this, kids will ask, oh, but when you are in emergency, what do? You go to the nearest phone booth. We didn't have the phone. But if it's not there, not there, not there. That's all it is. How can you do without the phone? But we grew up very much, at least I grew up, I never had a phone even at home. We had only PP. You know what do you know, PP? Payphone. Not payphone. Go to the next house. In Malayalam, Poi Parayo. Poi Parayo means go and tell and then tell people to tell. Poi Parayo. We have a phone. Some shop or something, they will come and tell us there's a phone. We lived. People reached us. And we didn't have emergency 124 hours a day. Nowadays, phone rings me. What is wrong? Why are you getting agitated? Somebody is calling you. So what? Is it emergency all the time? Nowadays it's in the phone. Watch it. After some time it will be embedded inside you. Once in a while you shake. What happened? I am getting a call. It will be part of your body itself. So tapas is where you come to become free, independent. Arjavam. Arjavam is another name or another nature of him. Mahatma, straightforward. No need to be ambiguous, no beating around the bush. If he wants to say, he will say straight. And being straight in all dealings, there is no personal agenda about it. These are all the few things we have taken. Abhayam sattva samshuddhihi jnana yoga vyavastitihi Danam damascha yajnascha swadhyayastapa arjavam ahimsa satyam akrotaha tyaga shantirapaisanam daya bhuteshvalolupvam mardavam hira chapalam tejak samadriti shaucham. It goes on. So 26 values is given. Bhavanti sampadam devim. These are all called sampadam. Abhijadasya Bharata. And those who have these qualities can be marked as Mahatma. And Gurudev was such a person. We have seen in close quarters what is said in Bhagavad Gita as the qualities of the Mahatma. You could clearly see those qualities in such a person. And so, Mahatmas are those who live and demonstrate the scriptures, which is very, 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 very rare to get such people. Now, what is the proof that what the Gita is saying is true? Mahatmas. You can see how well it is, because it is not a profession, right? It is not a thing that they do for morning 9 to evening 5 o'clock. It's not that. That's their life. So it is unfortunate, but true that in India Mahatmas are those who are wearing a particular cloth and a huge Rudraksha mala and Chandam, Kumkum, all sort of things. Gurudev said these are all waste. Whom are you fooling? Do you have that inner transformation? Do you know what it means to see oneself in all? And then the daya, that compassion, that sympathy, the forgiveness, the tolerance, the acceptance, so natural, so spontaneous, so mindlessly, or not mindless means without any thinking about, not mindlessly, meaning without being need to deliberate upon, that devotion or the compassion to the people comes so naturally to such people. You don't need to think about it. So to be in the presence of such Mahatmas are indeed a great fortune. We'll conclude now and then take a question there. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.